How's that? Hey, Mark. I have the respirator on, so I have to scream through it. So we're sharpening some clipper blades for a local barber this morning. Barbers are usually closed on Sundays and Mondays. So last night I had, they brought them by and dropped them off. And so I'm going to sharpen them this morning, getting them out of the way. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button. Please help us support our channel. I've never used a Traco. I picked one up about a year or so ago, never even used it, and I sold it. I probably would have kept it if it would have run on my inverter in my truck, but it was too heavy of a draw for my inverter. Mark, I only paid $2,500 for this machine, brand new. I bought it on eBay from a guy out in Arizona that bought it, never took it out of the box, and kept it for a while, so he couldn't take it back to the Edge Pro, and he put it on eBay for $2,500. It had the 14-inch plate on it. I upgraded it to a 16-inch plate, but it came with all of the other parts and everything, so it was a bargain. The machine's rock solid. Mark, you can make you one for the Traco pretty easily. I'd like to have one that's clear, maybe a piece of plexiglass. right, we're going to try to move the camera without jacking everything up. I don't know if it's going to work or not. No, it's not going to work. I was hoping I was going to be able to move the boom. We'll try it anyway. I'm not going to be able to see the screen very well. All right, we'll see if that'll work. All right, so I've got them all of the comb and cutter both reground. Now I've got to demagnetize them and put them all back together. 116 people watching. Thanks for watching this morning. Thought I'd turn the camera on. Hit that thumbs up button, please. Helps our little business down here in Texas grow. So we're going to demagnetize them now, and this is the noisy thing to do. All right. Now I'm going to test a couple of them on the rub block. Y'all can't see it; it's out of camera view here, and I can't move the camera any further left. And I don't check every one of them on the rub block. I just do spot checks. All right, looks pretty good. Yeah, I wish I could move this camera and have y'all. Let me turn it. Let me see if I can turn it this way a little bit. And I won't be able to see the screen very well. I want y'all to see the assembly and the rub block. All right, how does that look? How's the sound? Can y'all hear me? And I will try to read the screen if anybody asks anything. All right, there we go. Anyway, so we got to reassemble them. Now, I need clean them up a little bit. This is my handy dandy clipper cradle here. A guy named John Waterhouse in Wyoming made this little device for assembling clipper blades a lot easier. They are a pain to hold and reassemble, but this little device works great. All right, somebody said something and I can't see it. Oh, it's Garth McHenry. My God, what's Garth doing this morning? Hey man, why don't you drive over instead of hanging out on YouTube? Bring coffee and donuts if you come, okay? Can't see the screen for the glare. There we go. I'm gonna turn it off. My old buddy Garth McHenry. Let me move some light over here. I turned the overhead light off so I don't have a glare on that screen. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. There's 194 people watching out there. Hit the button, help the algorithm out, subscribe to the channel. We do get a little bit of money off the channel now. And I get to talk to people all over the world. And that's a lot of fun. All right, so that's the first one assembled. We gotta check the spring tension. Let's try it again. Looks good. All right, so that's one clipper blade down. Let's do another one. Uh-oh. Well, that was off. That was not good. This glide came off. So we got to go back to that first one again. What's everybody up to this Sunday morning? I am sharpening clipper blades for a local barber. Barber stylist. She dropped them off last night after she closed her shop. And she'll come pick them up probably tomorrow. She usually picks them up on Monday. She's off on Sundays and Mondays. All right. You got to align that blade perfectly or it's not going to cut properly. All right, looks good. Pressure's still good. We're good. Awesome. Thanks for watching all this boring stuff. Clipper blade sharpening is my least favorite thing to sharpen because it's just a pain to do. But it's money. And evidently there's not a whole lot of guys in my area doing it because I get tons of calls. I do not sharpen clipper blades mobile. They have to bring them to me. And a lot of people don't like that. I got a call from a guy in Galveston, Texas, wanted me to come down to his barber shop and sharpen. I was like, nope, not happening. If you want your clipper blades sharpened, you got to bring them to me. Because I do not want to carry around this piece of machinery. It's too heavy to move in and out of my truck. So, well, that's cool, Mark. You're watching it on the big screen, huh? I do that from time to time. I think I'm a little far north on the teeth, so I'm going to back it off just a little bit. Mark, I charge $8 per blade, which I'm cheaper. I don't know if you subscribe to the Sharpener's report or not, and we got a copy of it. This, I think it's like one of the last copies. She's going to stop producing it, but I got one in December, and it had the pricing survey on it, and I'm so much cheaper than everybody else in the country. Now, keep in mind, I'm gonna keep my clipper blades at 8. I might go to 10 in another year or so, but they have to bring them to me, so I give them a little bit of discount to do it, to bring them to me. Think that looks good? I'd much prefer to do just knives and that sort of thing, but you can't make much money just doing knives. The money is in the dog groomers because they bring a ton of clipper blades all at the same time, and they bring a ton of shears at the same time. So it's a larger dollar volume. A little too far. And this the clipper cradle works really good for holding everything in place, and sometimes the alignment is perfect. Sometimes it's not. Looks good. feels light pressure though. That spring tension feels low. It may be just a little low. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little bit more tension on that spring, just a little bit. And then I got a little special screwdriver to hold it while I slide that cutter back in. I think my alignment's off. Yeah, I'm a little too far north. And see, this is where the tedium sets in. Sharpening's not the hard part. It's the assembly. There's so much can go wrong with a clipper blade. I hate them. I literally hate them. All right, looks good. Let me tighten that up. It feels loose. All right, looks good. All right, 3 more to do here. Got a little rust in there, so I'm going to use my Dremel tool. Probably should have done this before sharpening them. But we're not getting the blade, so we're not hitting the sharpening edge, so we're good. Looks good. See, there was a situation where the alignment was perfect using the clipper cradle. Now I just need to tighten it up and test the spring tension. Sometimes it lines up perfect. Spring tension's a little light, but it's within standards, so I'm going to leave that alone. That looks real good. Oh, sorry. Hit the camera here. I need a better camera setup. Appreciate y'all watching. I'm Sharpen Right Services, Mike White with Sharpen Right Services, located in League City, Texas. League City's halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. Clipper blades, that's what we're doing here. We're doing clipper blades for a barber, and they're very similar to the ones for a dog groomer. We sharpen sewing and industrial scissors and just about any kind of knife. We do mail-in sharpening from all around the country. I did some scissors yesterday from an upholstery shop in North Carolina. He mailed them to me. I sharpened them, put them back in the mail to him. A couple weeks ago, I got some surgical scissors from a nice lady in a ranch in the middle of New Mexico. And so it was easier for her to just mail them to me. She said she was over 100 miles from a Walmart, so the post office was the best way to get anybody to sharpen anything. So she just mailed them to me. I sharpened them, sent them back to her. And she found me here on YouTube. All right, that looks good. Pressure feels good. Hey, Jim, you working on the shop more? Looks good, man. Really looks good. Hopefully tomorrow I'm going to do some rearranging here in my shop. I spent yesterday between sharpenings working on the new Echo Flow power station. All right, somebody got a question there. Get you an air compressor, some compressed air, and blow it out. That's the best way to do it. Yeah, it gets caught in the trimmer. You need something fairly powerful to get. If you've got an air compressor, you can blow it out. But you can get that compressed air in the can that you use for computers, and you can blow out the trimmer. That makes sense? Thank you. Thanks for watching. I use my little trimmer and I take it apart and clean it, but I have an air compressor out here in the garage, so I can come out and blow the trimmer out pretty well. Make sure you oil it too. Just a couple of drops inside of it will make it cut better, longer. All right, I've got 5 more blades over here soaking, so we've got these done. I'm gonna sharpen everything. I sharpened two that she had 2 blades that are on they're non-detachable walls. I sharpened those already before I turned the camera on this morning. But I'm gonna keep the camera rolling. And unfortunately, we are going to hear some noise in the background. I'm not going to move the camera because I need to go over here behind me. I have the 5 blades soaking in simple green in my parts washer. So I need to take them out of the simple green and blow them off with the compressor. So y'all give me just a second. Yeah, the horizontal doesn't work. I think because that's the way the algorithm on YouTube, they want people to look at these verticals on their phone. The whole idea is to keep everybody on YouTube watching so they can have commercials. And I think, Jim, did you say the other day that you saw a roll commercial on my live stream? Question mark. All right, I'll be right back. Hang in. Jim, talk to everybody. All right, so everything was soaking over there. I need to dry them off a little bit before. Usually I blow them out with the compressor over here behind me. So the ad rolls are on the horizontal, but not the vertical. Interesting. I noticed when I watch everybody else's live streams, I don't see any commercials, so I don't know enough about it. So I soak, oh God, there goes the compressor. got to recharge the plate. Y'all want to watch me do this mess? So I'm over here cleaning the plate. I'm gonna sorry about that. I'm gonna move the camera, let y'all see the plate. Well, it's gonna be locked. Okay, let's try that again. Let me rotate. Where's the camera? That way. All right, it's not gonna let me. There it is. Oh, there we go. You just wanted to hear the compressor, huh? Well, it's gonna go on again. All right, so I gotta clean and recharge the plate. And everybody does this a little different. I like to use like a nylon brush to clean it off, the dust off first. Then I use the H42. Hang on 1 second, man. This is what the dog was running. I was kidding. Yeah, just lift up. Come on in. We're still on. Good. So, my buddy Garth was on, and I suggested that he bring me a coffee and a donut, and he actually did it. So I've got to have some coffee here.
So 5% discount.
You're just awesome, man. I don't shake my hands. Freaking dirty. All right, I lost my. Oh, there we go. I got to turn it back on again. So I've cleaned the wheel. And now I'm going to put the lard oil on it. This is the messy part of sharpening clipper blades. Another reason why I hate it. Have a seat, man.
Don't let me interrupt.
All right, so here's the abrasive. Now we just work it in. So where's everybody watching from out there? And why are you watching this? That's what I always want to know.
Who's the furthest from these two ships?
If I do this in the evenings, Europe. Kazakhstan.
How about this morning?
I don't know, nobody said anything. Portugal, Florida, East Texas. Big Dog, where are you from in East Texas? Alabama, Portugal, Oregon, Maryland. Well, I appreciate y'all watching. We are in League City, Texas. League City is halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. I'm Mike White of Sharpen Right Services. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. And so this morning, I'm doing clipper blades for a local barber. She's off on Sundays and Mondays, and so she dropped them off last night. And she'll come pick them up tomorrow. But I thought I would knock them out this morning. All right, y'all can't see that very good on the camera, but I've got a nice, good, even coat of abrasive across the plate. And so we're ready. We're about ready. We put the nasty dust cover back on. All right, so I've got to. It is an aluminum plate. It is an aluminum plate. So I've got to take apart the blades. I'm not going to move the camera. You're just going to have to understand what's happening over here off camera. I'm disassembling the clipper blades. And here are the two parts that we sharpen. the comb, which is the top, and then the cutter, which is the bottom. Was everybody at the house sleeping, so you just decided to go?
Well, you know, now that Sharpen Right Services is an international phenomenon, I had to come and see it. Do you sell tours?
I got a tour video on there.
You should tell your fans that they're flying from Portugal, they can have a tour.
I got a $2.50 tip in Canadian the other night.
Can't be done.
For doing nothing? And something I'm gonna do anyway? All right, we're gonna knock these out, and then I'm gonna go have my coffee. But I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna sharpen them here. Diane and the kids went to Lake Charles. That's what they've been since Friday afternoon.
Sharpen Right Services is a family company.
You're a good man, Garth McHenry.
Don't say that on camera.
All right, we're gonna sharpen these real quick, then I'm gonna shut the camera down. I gotta go. You don't ride your motorcycle anymore? You don't ride your motorcycle anymore? I'm in Texas. I'm in Galveston County, Texas, Gary. So it's got a jacked up part on it right there. All right, y'all got a gist of this. I'm gonna go have some coffee. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching. Hope y'all subscribe to the channel. Take